E agora ela voltou para a sala principal, mas vocês podem continuar fazendo aí, tá?
Ah, tá. Meu...
Tá bom.
Bora, Caio.
Okay, everybody's finishing. Let me bring everybody back now.
Falta só a Isabela aqui e a Gisele.
Teacher, the book was wrong.
Really now?
The student B have same picture, the boy, and the different name.
Let me see. Peter.
Student B doesn't have the girl trying to get the gift. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh man.
Uma hora ele é uma tal de área, outra hora ele é quieto.
Okay, ignore that. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see if everybody's back. No, we still need Sylvia and Natalia.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Why today I will have 1 hour of class?
Because it's June 23rd and we need to finish this book, so we need to pick up the pace a little bit more.
Speak more slow, please.
We need to finish the book and it's almost July, so we need to go faster.
In July nós vamos ter férias?
Don't ask me, I don't know. Probably.
Yes, I think yes, because we didn't stop the classes.
Yeah, me too. I think.
Yes, I think maybe we will have some classes in July, but don't ask me because I don't know everything.
But why? What is your prazo para terminar o livro?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I will get informed for you guys. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to page 57. Page 57, activity 4. In activity 4, you are going to do the same exercise, not the same, but you're going to do a similar exercise, but this time talking about your wishes. After talking about your wishes, you're going to talk about the hypothetical situation if that wish were true. We have here an example. I wish I had superhuman speed. What would you do if you got it? So what would you do if you had superhuman speed? I would fight crime with it. But what if you got killed by a bank robber? No way, I would be too fast. You don't have to do all of this. I want you to say your wish, and then I want the other person to ask you one question about your wish. Example, I wish I had more money. What would you do with more money? I would buy a car. This is it. One wish, and then one hypothetical question about that wish, the answer, and then you finish that wish. And then you go to the next wish. So that we don't waste a lot of time with you creating the wishes, on activity number 3, we already did that. You wrote down 3 possible wishes and 3 impossible wishes. I think it was 2 possible and 2 impossible wishes. So you're going to choose 2 wishes from this list. Last class you wrote 2 here and 2 here. So you're going to choose 2 wishes from this list. Can be these 2, can be these 2, can be 1 from here and 1 from here. You decide what you want to do. And you're going to divide you in pairs again, and you're going to do the same thing. But this time, you're going to talk about you. I wish I blah, blah, blah. If you blah, blah, blah. Now, what would you do if you blah, blah, blah? I would blah, blah, blah. Okay? Let me write another example just to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. Let's imagine here, the wish is, I wish I lived in Belo Horizonte. What would you do if you lived there? It can be any question. What would you do if you lived there? I would, I don't know, eat a lot of pão de queijo. Okay? I wish I lived in Belo Horizonte. What would you do if you lived there? I would eat a lot of pão de queijo. That's what you have to do. Choose 2 wishes from the ones you already wrote, the ones you already used. Tell your partner will ask you the hypothetical question, what would you do if, and then the rest of the sentence, if you lived in Belo Horizonte, if you were rich, if you were taller. I would, blah, blah, blah. And then that's it, you go to the next wish. Each person is going to talk about 2 wishes. So in total, the pair is going to talk about 4 wishes. Let me separate you guys again here. Go ahead. Finish, girls.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's wait for the others. I'll give them a few more minutes. Oh, everybody's finishing. I'm gonna pull everybody back.
Okay, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. 2 more people to go. Fred and Giselle are still doing. I like your picture, Maria Ranieri. You incorporated the home office.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, but it's back. Let's move on. Okay, activity 5. Oh my God. In activity 5, you're going to repeat almost the same procedure that you did in the page 153 and 154. Okay, it's almost the same. We have here 6 situations, 6 different situations, and you are going to imagine that you are in those situations. Okay, let me think here if I should do this activity right now. I think we can skip this activity right now. I'm going to use this as review. Okay, let's skip activity number 5. It will be too long and too much of a waste of time right now. Go ahead. Activity number 6, perfect. In activity number 6, we have 3 situations of people who regret doing something. Can anyone explain to me in English what is to regret something?
In English,
In English.
I think it is when you do something and you, after you say that you don't like did it is something. I don't know.
Yes.
I think that is fail in something.
Okay. You guys are on the right track. To regret something is when you do something and then you wish you hadn't done it. So fault, yeah, it's when you feel guilty, Gisele, feeling the fault of something that you did. That is also correct. So I did something and then after I do it, I'm like, oh man, shouldn't have done that because you had bad consequences or you just didn't like the thing that you did. Or can also be you don't do something and then you lose your opportunity and then you're like, oh man, I should have done that, because then you lost the opportunity to do something that maybe was good, maybe it was okay. All right?
Teacher, in
Yes.
English, how can I say arrepender? Arrependido?
Regret.
Ah, nossa, meu Deus.
Yes.
Desculpa, meu neerlandês, não tenho.
No, you actually you did well. You tried to find the word in like the opposite. You didn't translate from English to Portuguese. You tried to find the word for it in English. So you guys understand what is regret now. So in activity 6, we have 3 people who regret something. The first guy is saying, let me find someone to read for me. Sylvia, can you read what the first guy is saying, please?
I lost a bunch of money at the casino. I don't know the pronunciation. I thought it would be easy money. I sold my car to play roulette. What a fool.
Yeah. So what does this guy regret? This question is for everybody. What does he regret?
Money in the casino.
Yeah. So he regrets losing money at the casino. Okay. Can you read this second sentence here, please, Karina?
Okay. The man?
Yes.
Alone? Okay. I didn't make an effort in my relationship with Carla. If wasn't attentive to her needs.
Okay. So what does this guy regret?
What is
He
teacher?
What is what?
Effort. I don't know.
Effort.
yes.
Effort is when you really try to do something. Okay, like I am trying very hard. I'm really trying to understand math. I am making an effort to understand math. So in this case here, I didn't make an effort in my relationship with Carla. So he didn't care about the relationship. He didn't try to make the relationship good or better, okay? So we can say that he regrets not making an effort on his relationship.
Did get effort?
I just explained is when you try really, really hard to do something. When you make, you put energy into something. Okay, I'm going to really try to do this. I'm going to put all my energy into this thing. So he didn't try to make his relationship with Carla better. He didn't put enough energy in the relationship. So we can say that he regrets not making an effort on his relationship, or he regrets not being attentive to her needs. These are the two regrets that he can possibly have. Last bubble here, last thing that the person said. Can you read, please? Natalia.
I stayed up all night playing a new game. I can hardly keep my eyes open. That was really irresponsible of me.
Yes. So he stayed all night playing a game, and now he has to work and he doesn't have enough energy. We can say that he regrets playing the game all night, or we can say that he regrets not sleeping at night. Both ways I am saying that he regrets not doing something. Okay, and now these sentences, all these sentences here in which I am specifying these people's regrets, they can also be written using the wish clause. So he regrets losing money at the casino. He wishes he hadn't lost money at the casino. This is also another way of saying this sentence here. He regrets not making an effort on his relationship. He wishes he had made an effort on his relationship. Or he regrets not being attentive to her need. He wishes he were attentive to her needs. And the final example, he regrets playing the game all night. He wishes he hadn't played the game all night. Or he regrets not sleeping at night. He wishes he had slept at night. Someone please take a print screen here and send to the group, because I think these are all good examples for you to have for later. Did someone take a print?
Me.
Yeah, okay, great, perfect. Now, moving on. Letter B. Are regrets mainly related to our childhood, our adolescence, or our adulthood? When do you think is the time when people have the most regrets? Childhood, adolescence, or adulthood? I'm going to ask specific people. Malu, what is your opinion?
Me. What my regrets?
Now, when do you think most people have more regrets? Childhood, adolescence, or adulthood?
Adulthood, I think.
Okay, why?
Because when you grow up, you how can I say passa a ver ou percebe?
You start seeing
the wrongs that you did in the past, and yeah, I think it's this.
Okay, very good. What is your opinion, Fred? Same question.
Same question, the first one.
Yes.
Okay, so I think the regrets are mainly related to our childhood. Because when you are an adult, you one day you will begin to think about things that can be done differently in the past. And most of these things happen when you are a child. That's right.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Number 2. Can regrets be corrected or cured? Maria Ranieri.
What is current?
I don't understand, teacher.
Me too.
Cured is curados. So can regrets be corrected? So can you take a regret and make things right? Or can regrets be cured? Can they magically be like, okay?
I think the regrets don't be current. I don't know, because you need now. You didn't know then your your I forgot attitudes
Attitudes? Yes.
was wrong and do different in the future. If you don't make mistakes in the past, maybe you not grown up. I don't know, grown.
Yeah, grow up. Okay, yes, I agree, actually. Normally, people are made exactly of the things that they wanted to get rid of in their lives. Number 3. So thank you, Maria, for your answer. Number 3. Is time a factor when fixing an error? So some people say that sometimes when you have regrets or when you do something wrong, you just need to have some time and then the error is going to be fixed. Not fixed, but like it's going to eventually be a little better in the future. What do you think, Gisele? Do you think time is a good factor for fixing errors?
Se eu entendi a questão, I think not. Because, no, depends. Depends. Because maybe the person can, how can I say, se redimir.
Redeem.
Ao longo of the time.
Okay.
Or if the problem is now and the solution is now and the time it's not good. I think. Eu não sei se entendeu o que eu quis dizer, mas foi assim mesmo.
Yes, I understand. Okay, very good. Yeah, so I think I agree, it depends. Sometimes some things can be fixed with time. Some things cannot be fixed with time. There will always be shit.
Teacher,
Yes, Karina.
can I say, I don't know if I really understand this question, but I think that needs to time to fix an error. I don't know, say error, because the woman that have a baby early, like adolescent, and she doesn't have I don't know, say free se livrar him because it's her baby, but the time is necessary to reflect what she doing, and she needs time when she don't want to have a baby. I don't know if you understand, but
I think I do. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, guys, continuing. Great conversation about regrets. Do you have a lot of regrets? This question is for everybody now. Do you think you have a lot of regrets in your life? Like things you wanted to be different or things that you wanted to have done but you didn't? Gisele,
No.
sure. Okay.
Every day.
Malu, no. Karina, every day. You, Natalia, do you have a lot of regrets?
Ai, eu prefiro nem comentar.
Okay, so lots of regrets.
Yes.
Silvia, do you have a lot of regrets?
I don't have a lot of regrets, but I have some, of course.
Some regrets. Okay. Beatriz, do you have regrets?
Yes, I have a lot of.
Yes. A lot of regrets. Okay. Isabella, do you have regrets?
Yes, but it isn't too much.
Okay. Yeah, you're 10 years old, so how can you have a lot of regrets?
Damn!
But teacher,
Yes.
in the little things, the little things.
True. Yes. True. True. We can have a lot of regrets being 10 years old in the little things. True. Okay, guys, continue.
Respeita a história da Isa, respeita a história dela.
Como é que é?
Tadinha da Isa, moça, a
I'm
bichinha.
sorry, Isabella.
Que a Isabela tem a
That's
minha idade.
okay, that's okay.
Really?
I
16?
forgive you.
Is it 16, 15? I don't know.
Não, ela, porque é o mesmo mês. Aí quando eu tô com 15, ela vai fazer 15, ela ainda fica com 15, ela também.
Okay, okay. All right, let's continue, guys. On page 59, we have a text. Activity 7 is a text. Let's see what time is it. Oh, still have 20 minutes. In this text, we have here, this is Norman's blog. Oh my God, Natalia. Okay, so this text is Norman's blog. So we have here, this is a personal text that Norman wrote, and we need to find out what this text is about. Read Norman's blog entry and place these expressions in the gaps accordingly. We have 5 expressions. In sync with, heart's desire, a little too seriously, know your talents, and heads up. In sync with is in, come on, wait, sync. I think it's like in synchronizing. So being synchronized with something. Heart's desire is something that your heart wants. A little too seriously, know your talent, and heads up. Heads up is what we call a warning. So it's when you're trying to let the person know something, like, look, heads up, something's going to happen, or heads up, be careful with this thing, okay? So I'll give you some time now. You will read the text and you will try to place the expressions in the correct places in the text. Maybe we will not have time to read and correct, but let me know when you finish. Excuse me for a couple minutes. I'm going to make a quick run to the bathroom.
Teacher.
É o banheiro, eu acho.
Ah, tá. Paris, o que é esse primeiro item aí que tá falando? No quadradinho verde.
Ela disse que é alguma coisa sobre sincronia. Mas deixa eu ver bem aqui no tradutor.
Sync with.
É, gente, a sincronia.
Sincronia.
Gente, alguém lembrou do último?
Atenção,
Quer dizer?
atenção.
Ah, tá. Obrigada.
Nada.
Did I miss something?
Teacher,
Yes.
what is attempt?
ATTEMPT.
Isso.
A try.
A try?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I finished, teacher.
Okay.
Finished too.
Okay.
Me too.
Olha, aproveitando aqui, me explica por que é guilty ao invés de fault? Eu e as minhas dúvidas, tipo, tiradas do nada.
Let me see here.
Finished.
I feel guilty. I feel guilt. It is my fault.
É porque, sabe por que eu falei fault? Porque às vezes quando eu assisto série legendada em inglês, eles falam muito fault, entendeu? Tipo, ah, me sinto culpado por algo, blá blá blá. Aí eu, é fault.
Okay. I know like the difference in my head, but let me research the difference so I can explain better to you. Okay. Now
I finished too.
okay. All right. Okay, we will not have time to do the entire correction of the text, so let me just answer Giselle's question. Guilt and fault are synonyms. However, guilt is mostly used in its adjective form, which is guilty. So, like Pedro is guilty of stealing, or Pedro feels guilty, so he feels the guilt for stealing. And fault is mostly used in its noun form, its substantive form. So it is the theft or the stealing is Pedro's fault. Basically, they are synonyms. We just use them in different sentence structures. Or it is Pedro's fault that the object is missing. Okay, So they're the same thing. Guilt and fault are the same thing. However, guilt is mostly used in its adjective form, using the Y at the end. So Pedro is guilty of stealing, or Pedro feels guilty for stealing, of se sentir culpado ou ser culpado. And fault is mostly used in its substantive form, in its noun form. So the theft is Pedro's fault. Culpa do Pedro. It is Pedro's fault that the object is missing. It is, it's the same word, culpa, but just different structures that we use each part, each word. Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, just to finish today's class, I'm going to show you here the answers so that you can check if you wrote the sentences in the correct places. But we're going to do the reading and checking of the vocabulary of the text next class. So the first expression is heads up. The second is heart's desire. The third is a little too seriously, know your talents, get in sync with. Okay for everybody? Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the first time that I got it everything.
Okay. Oh,
I never
great.
do this.
Congrats.
Só uma coisa, vocês estão me ouvindo direito? Tipo, tá baixo, tá alto, como é que tá?
Tá ótimo.
Sério? Eu acho que é problema da plataforma da escola mesmo.
Eu tô achando muito baixa a tua voz.
Sério?
Eu só tô achando longe, Gisele, mas dá pra entender.
É porque, tipo assim, lá na plataforma tá bem longe também que eles disseram, sabe? Só que aqui vocês estão me ouvindo de boa e lá eu tenho que ficar gritando pra eles me ouvirem.
Ah, não sei, eu tô de fone, né? Mas eu nunca tive problema de te ouvir, não. Mas eu tô de fone.
Eu
então
tô sem fone. Eu tô sem fone e tô entendendo tudo que você tá falando.
Ah, tá, então tudo certo.
Ah, acho que é de
Eu também tô sem fone e tô escutando tudo.
Eu também, Gisele, só que o teu só tá mais baixo do que todo mundo. Talvez seja problema na tua entrada, alguma coisa assim. Mas dá pra entender.
Obrigada, gente, vocês são muito
Pra mim tá alto do mesmo jeito, gente.
Okay, guys. So thank you for the class today. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, good night.